Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I'm your host, your YouTube Messiah, and often imitated, never duplicated superstar, Tim Vicious. And let's get into it. This week, Raw was in San Jose, California. You know, kind of doing a West Coast tour over there. Obviously, you know, they're gearing up with No Mercy this Sunday in LA at the Staples Center. You know, and I'm not going to lie, folks, this was the go-home show, and I've stressed it 100 times before, and I will stress it 100 times again. I always say it around this time of the month also. The two most important shows of the month, hands down, have to be your go-home show and your Fallout show to the pay-per-view. Because, and I'm just speaking from a fan perspective here, I'm not like some fuck-knuckle like Meltzer that swears, you know, that they know everything about the business, you know? I ain't got a giant heart on for the Tokyo Dome and New Japan like he does. I like New Japan, but I ain't gonna go and frickin' die on the cross for him. But either way, from the fan perspective, it's more, those two shows are important because it, point blank, last chance to build up stories to the pay-per-view and last chance to try and grab people to be like, you know what? I do want to see that show now. And Fallout, because oh, wow, this happened on this happened. Now I got to see what's going to happen on Monday after it. You know. So either way, back to the matter at hand. Raw San Jose starts out with the boss himself, Curt Angle, coming on out, being praised by the crowd with his normal chants of "you suck," in which case, whoever thought "you suck" would ever be considered as a form of a compliment when somebody would come out? But yeah, Angle comes out, he starts out busting his thing, talking about on how, you know, No Mercy's this Sunday, we got this match coming up, we got this match coming up. John Cena versus Roman Reigns, which I'll get to that, I'll hopefully, if I remember, get back on that soon enough. Talking about also Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar. These two guys, I swear, since they're in LA, I'm pretty sure these two are going to break the fault line and LA's going to sink in on itself. You know? But either way, Miz comes out with his flunkies, minus Maurice, due to the unexpected news last week of her announcement of being pregnant. So, obviously, can't have a pregnant woman ringside. That's so much of a liability right there. It's not even funny, but either way, they come out, Miz goes and pulls out a hot promo on him, basically saying, I'm your hardest working champion right here. I'm moving day in and day out. I haven't had a shot at the last two pay-per-views. I was on the pre-show for the last show, for crying out loud. And keep in mind, I'm just paraphrasing. He said all this. I whooped your little snot-nosed kid. I whooped anyone else that was put in front of me. I ain't on the card. You know what? I'm going to be I'm a dad now. I'm going to go out and I'm going to show I'm a good dad. Unlike you, who wasn't even there for Jace. Which case then Jordan comes out, gets in Miz's shit, says, say one more word about my old man and I'm gonna bust your ass. Which case then he goes and does, takes a shot at Miz. Miz's flunkies wind up trying to hold him back. He throws them out. Then it's announced that even though there was a fatal five-way with the Hardys, Elias, and Jordan, that are not a fatal five-way, I'm sorry, a four-way, fatal four-way, brain fart. Fatal four-way with them to determine number one contender. Jace said, hey, Curt, why don't you put Mrs. Boys in here too, so that way if they lose, he ain't got no right to say somebody screwed him. So he said, okay, let's do it. Well, it'll be a six-pack challenge. So that is now made, and that's going to be the main event of the night. So we'll get to that momentarily. Now, first match of the night, Alexa Bliss going against Nia Jax. Alexa, pure heel mode, real good, you know. And Ted DiBiase put it best. You got two kinds of heels. You got your ass kicker heels, you know, the ones that'll go out there and stomp your head in and have fun doing it. And then you got like your chicken shit kind of heels. And honestly, Alexa, she is perfect as that chicken shit kind of heel, because she'll go talk tough, and then when it's time to be like, put her head between the ropes, like, hey, whoa, ref, get back her away from me. You know, so beautiful with that. Now, she was going in pure heel mode with Nia, you know, trying to duck and dodge however she could, to where even at one point she was like, you know what, screw this, screw you guys, I'm going home. As she's walking up the ramp, Sasha comes out, you know, Alexa's just like, oh no. Turns around, and next, you know, boom, Nia slams her, stops her dead in her tracks. So they get back in the ring. Alexa, she gets like 3 or 4 shots in before eventually Nia just gets her, and then boom, hits her with a Samoan drop, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Next thing you know, Sasha gets in there, or no, I'm sorry. After that, Alexa starts to walk away, and then as she does, Bayley's music comes out. Bayley's music plays, and out comes Bayley, to which case, then it's like, oh no. And then they all three, Sasha, Bayley, and Alexa, just look over at Nia, like, boom, ramsack her. After that, Sasha and Bayley do the sisterly thing, holding each other's hands up. Alexa tries to jump in, like, yeah, hey, right, huh? Uh-oh. And then proceeds to get her ass whooped. And then, you know, not gonna lie though, the way that was built up, it looked like you were gonna see a chance of Bayley just grabbing Sasha and just saying, screw it, and then, boom, hit her with a suplex, hit her with a belly to belly. Would have liked to see that, because, you know, absolutely love the idea of Bayley, love the character, but would like to see the character grow. You know, you can only run so long as you can only run so long as a face and being good, you know, being a good guy. You know, you gotta let, you know, honestly, you should let people get a chance to run as both, and then find out where they work best at. You know, that's just my opinion. Now, anyways, moving on. Next matchup, Sheamus and Cesaro. They come out. They cut a promo talking about on how, you know, they were supposed to go and go and have a match with the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows, Karl Anderson, but they were interrupted by Seth and Dean. Then out comes Seth and Dean, who go and talk about on how they're brothers. And then come the Good Brothers to say, you know, your brother this, brother that, you know, you're just so brotherly love, man. And which case, then everyone just starts trash talking each other. Gallows says, they were a bunch of nerds doing that. Which case, Ambrose did quite possibly the worst Marty McFly impression, saying nobody calls me a nerd, and then proceeded to attack. Then they cut the commercial as the brawl ensued, and when they come back, we now have a triple threat tag match, which case, I'm all for it, because normally not a fan of triple threat matches, because you always find one that's like a third wheel. But with triple threat tags, it's kind of interesting, because, you know, if you play it right, like they kind of did with this, everyone gets a chance to like kind of get in there and you know, get a chance to shine. In which case, I felt that completely with this, you know, a nice bit, you know, nice bit of action right at the start. You know, everyone got a chance to go and work their magic, basically. Sheamus and Cesaro, they were pretty much, you know, they were pretty much running it, you know. Yep, which, okay, more power to them, you know, they're the big guys, they gotta have that mean girl arg power look. You know, Seth and Dean, they were the ones that wound up getting hot tags twice during this match. Yeah, yes, twice. You know, which case, you know, you stretch it out long enough, you could set it up, but you can build it right. You know, but, you know, you could do that. You know, they were working good. Match wound up coming to an end, though, as it looked like Club was on the advantage. Next thing you know, Everyone started suing, going after each other. Seth and Dean, they were getting ready to set up what looked like Cesaro for the Doomsday device. You know, he was up. Dean had him in the electric chair position. Seth was going up, but Sheamus stopped him. Proceeded to go down. Oh no, it wasn't Cesaro. I'm sorry. It was Karl Anderson. And next thing you know, Anderson gets down, starts taking a few shots at Dean, throws him against the ropes as Dean's bouncing. Sheamus blind tags him. And then Dean proceeds, boom, hit dirty deeds on Anderson, and then Sheamus throws him off, throws him out of the ring, takes the pin himself, 1, 2, 3, so they steal the win. So looking at it like this, honestly, I don't see Sheamus and Cesaro winning this at No Mercy. More so just because of them walking in there with so much momentum. And honestly, I see Seth and Dean winning either via winning it clean with a pin or a submission, more than likely a pin, or Gallows and Anderson coming down and running interference, or possibly at the end running interference. That way they can start a new chapter there. Now, that being said, we're up to our next match, and piss break of the night, folks. Piss break of the night. Curt Hawkins versus Apollo Crews. Need I say more? So, before I get into the next match, I did say I was going to talk vaguely about the Cena and Roman thing. Now, Roman, he came out at one point on the show with the mic, talking about on how Cena's a hypocrite, and went back to his 2012 promo, ripping on The Rock, saying on how Rock is no longer the people's champ, he's a champ with people, and, you know, just basically ripping into him non-stop. You know, that infamous promo he had with him. And not gonna lie, that was a really good one. Really did dig that one with Cena. But as time went on, and now that Cena is more so becoming a part-timer himself, you know, it's kind of a, you know, it's like seeing the shoe on the other foot kind of thing. Because as much as he ripped on Rock for being a part-timer, he is now. And, you know, it's like, dude, what's up? What's up? You used to be like so hardcore about how you didn't like part-timing. How you didn't like that somebody was part-timing. Now you're one yourself. Yeah, but either way, next matchup we got, it is Bray Wyatt going against Dustin Rhodes. Yes, Dustin Rhodes, not Goldust. And the reason for that is Dustin came into Curt's office, Goldust suit, no makeup though, said, I want him tonight one-on-one to show him I'm still running, I'm still here. You know, which case, not a problem. I've been saying this for a while now. Goldust, you know, he is hands down probably, he's trying to think, best way to describe it. He's got like reverse dog ears, you know? That's basically the best way I can describe it, is he's got like reverse dog ears, man, because the older he gets, it's like the sharper he still is. And that's absolutely amazing about him. Cannot get over that enough on that with him. You know, really hope nothing but the best for him. Yeah, really hope nothing but the best for him as his career goes, especially given, you know, everything his dad has done for the business himself. You know, that goes without saying. But either way, back to the lecture at hand. Bray Wyatt, Dustin Rhodes. Match started out real nice and good. You know, for lack of a better term, just call him Goldie anyway. You know, I've always called him that. He wound up working Bray good and hard. Wound up just really railing into him, more like if he was just like more so pissed off. Like, you know what, I am not going to deal with your shit today. And then proceeded to just kept going at him. You know, wound up setting him up, hit him with the Shattered Dreams twice. Which case, I remember at one point where that move was like, almost like, it looked so taboo. It was, you know, an instant DQ banned move because, you know, he would set them up like that and then go and kick them squat in the nuts via, you know. But they showed it this time. He caught him, boom, right on the inside of the one leg. And then when he came back around, he did it again on the other leg. And then he kept proceeding to go after him, you know, kept pummeling him a little. And then just as time went on, excuse me, as time went on with it, and then next thing you know, Bray just right out of nowhere, boom, set him up, hit him with the Sister Abigail. That was it, 1, 2, 3. So Bray won that real quick, Queen Sleep. And now right after that, Finn came up on the screen, cut a promo talking about with their match coming up at No Mercy, saying, you know, you say, you know, talking about, you know, cut a promo saying, tell you a story about a little boy who read books about gods and monsters and all that. And wound up making his own kind of philosophy about what everything on it. But I want to ask you, Bray, who's more dangerous? The monster that the monster that the man created, or the man himself? Which, you know, kind of like one of those chicken or the egg sort of things. Yeah. Either way, next up, well, before we get into this match, oh, so great. This was hands down one of the best moments of the year of 2017. One of the greatest moments of 2017 ever. Enzo's coming out, and just as he's about to go and cut a promo, Braun! You hear Braun's music, and just like all the color fades out of Enzo, and it's like, you could see at this exact moment, that is right when he knew he was about to die. And then, yep, Braun came out, boxed his ears, knocked him down, dragged him by the hair, threw him through the middle rope, and then proceeded to give him a running power slam. Oh, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. Not all heroes wear capes, you know. So, promise myself I won't cry. Okay, I'm good. I'm cool now. Either way, after that, then Neville comes out, hits a red arrow right on Enzo, so Enzo's now stuck sitting in a tub of ice, sitting there in the back with a thing of ice on his ribs. So yeah, there's that. Then we proceed to Neville going against Grand Metalik, which case, glad to see that they're starting to capitalize on Metalik more. You know, hope to see more of him on TV as time goes. Now, it was a nice quick match, but, you know, parts of it definitely didn't like Neville ripping Metalik's mask, where you could see it, like, literally. If you watched it and rewound it, you could see straight out his face. You know, did not like that one bit, you know. As much as I'm all for, you know, bad guys being able to, like, you know, have the bad guys get booed and hissed and, you know, get heat for them for whatever, you know. And there I go again, talking about that stuff. And, you know, certain things should be off limits, you know. Like going to rip off a luchador's mask. You know, I just think that's one of them, you know. I mean, unless the luchador himself is okay with it, like, no, it's alright, go ahead, let him. You know, okay. Other than that, I don't think they should. But, can't say I was a fan of that part, but either way, Neville got the win, obviously. Very aggressive hitting him. Very aggressive the entire time on Metalik. Hit him with the, locked in the Rings of Saturn. He tapped out, so yeah. Now we come to the main event of the night. Elias going against Matt, Jeffrey, Jason Jordan, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. Six-pack challenge. Winner gets the Intercontinental gets the number one contendership for the Intercontinental title. So, not gonna lie, right off bat, everyone really good right at the start on it, you know. It was like everyone, boom, just focused on one person. Next thing you know, and then after a while, saw Jeff even eventually try and do a roll-up on Matt, and then Matt just like, whoa, what, serious? And just like, hey, no hard feelings, man. We're all in this for ourselves, and Matt was like, Alright, fair enough, I'll give you that. You know, nice to see in that kind of a sense, you know. Build up something like that, you know. I mean, everyone knows that Matt and Jeff have had infamous matches. But, either way, back to the matter at hand. Good hard-hitting match. A lot of good physicality going all around. Really didn't see a whole lot of, like, guys sitting outside the ring like, and then crawl back in to try and do something. No, looked like everyone was like, you know what, motherfuckers, they're putting us at the end of the show. Let's go and give them a reason to think why we should. So, you know, they wound up getting a Tower of Doom spot where everyone hit it. Which case, that's always, you know, a match wound up coming to an end when Jeff wound up hitting the swanton on Axel. Was it at? Yeah. Wound up hitting the swanton. Then Miz came in, ran interference, stopped him on that, and then Axel grabbed Jeff, slammed him down. In which case, then Jordan picked up Axel and then slammed him down, and then got the 1, 2, 3, and then that was it right there. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious Jason Jordan was going to get the #1 contendership, but like I always emphasize on here, don't focus. Like I bring this up all the time, folks. You know, and this is just me and my view on it. But you know, if any of you bother to take this kind of thought into consideration, you know, more power to you. If not, okay, all well and good. But remember, wrestling, it's storytelling. You know, no different than hearing the story of like Little Red Riding Hood or Snow White or whatever. You know, at the end, the good guys are always going to win. You know? So, instead of worrying on how they're all going to live happily ever after, focus on the storytelling that happens in between. Like, what happened when this at this moment and this moment, you know? Focus on the storytelling in between the middle. You know? Focus on the middle. Don't worry about, like, the end, like, should this person have won, or should that have won, or is it's obvious this one's going to win or lose, you know? I mean, that, again, your humble host's 2 cents on it, you know? But that's just me. Now, either way, folks, that is it for this week's show. So please do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes. Make sure y'all look for me also on my Twitter, @TimVicious. Also do have another account, Tim_Vicious. Also, folks, make sure you look at the information down below for The Dad Show. It's a lifestyle podcast, storytelling podcast, whatever kind of podcast you really see it as. Hosted by me, my 2 good brothers. I am Danny Sunday and the executive producer for my show, Oliver Ben. And folks, also do not forget to follow all of these cool-ass cats right here on the Twitter, Axel Mulligan. Make sure y'all check out Axel's newest project, Wrestling Review, where they talk about British and European wrestling. Kenny Killer, host of the former show known as Sunday Segway, now does the Dadcast. As I said, 2 good brothers of mine. I am Danny Sunday, and my executive producer, Oliver Ben, who did provide music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check him out. His music's on iTunes, Spotify, and such details are also down below. Also, don't be afraid to hit Ollie up for one of these Ollie Rewind shirts. Show the man some love. Cranky Asshole Aaron _Deborah, as well as Dazzy MWP. And folks, like I always tell you, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck yous.